Uh, thank you everyone for joining. Welcome to the second day of this workshop. We'll, yesterday we were discussing on, how to edit a Photoshop file when the design is already ready and you just have to edit the details such as the text or maybe add an image onto it, etc. Today we'll be working on how to create a document from scratch. Generally, making a poster has a lot of thought process going into it. Uh, you know, placement of text. How to what all art should be put in there. All those things. You know, there is a lot of thought process behind all those things, but making a poster from fresh without any idea what to do would take a lot of time. It would not get over within this 1 hour period. So what we are trying to do today is to do a recreation of a poster which we found online. The quality of the poster is quite bad, very bad. We cannot directly edit it or anything. So what we can do is, if we get inspired by any poster, we should be able to create it ourselves. That is the intention of today's session. All right. Today there is nothing to be downloaded as such. We'll be downloading all the materials which we need for designing the poster while we are actually doing it. Photoshop is not available as a freeware. It is having a license. Most of the people use it with cracking and all those things, but it is difficult for a layman to do all those. Now, this is the poster that I had found online, and as you can see, the quality of the poster is not that great. Yeah. So if you want to use it or edit it, you won't be able to edit it without having the quality lost further. What we can do is, we can actually try and recreate this poster from fresh, from scratch on photopea.com. All right. So I'm just keeping this image aside for reference, and let me just open up a Photopea. All right. Now, while starting afresh, what we do is click on File, click on New. So now Photopea asks for the width and height of the document that you want to make. Basically, each particular social media has its own dimension. Thankfully, Photopea has given some of the default dimensions below. You can see FB page covers dimension is given 164 pixel by 664 pixel. For those who don't know anything about pixel is basically one small dot on this computer, and this entire image is constituted of individual pixels forming entire image. So 1640 by 664 means 1640 pixels along the width and 664 pixel along the height. So to have a printing like A3, A4 document, that is also available here. You don't have to by heart the dimension of that document, right? Now, one other thing I just want to point out right now is that you can always search on Google to know what is the dimension of, let's say, Facebook event, Facebook ad, all those things, and you can just simply enter that dimension in here as width and height. All right. And the display DPI is basically display per inch. That basically tells you per inch how much a pixel has to be there. The more the DPI, more high definition it would be. Lesser the DPI, lesser the definition would be. But on a standard, we put 100 to 300. You can put anywhere around 100 to 300. If you put 300, the document size would be too huge. The Photoshop file would be too huge. So that is there. I'll just keep 100 for now. And then I'll click on create. Now, just to go back to the image that we wanted to make, this is that image. The dimension is very less. We'll start off with the background. We can see that this is a blue background, and the background is not fully blue. It is like a transition from a dark blue to a lighter blue, right? So how to create this transition from a dark blue to a light blue in Photoshop or Photopea? So for this, what we do is, first, there is a background layer. We have to create a new layer. So for creating a new layer, on the bottom right, we have this new layer icon. Click on that and you can see that the layer 1 has come. All right. Now on the toolbar, there is something called gradient tool. The shortcut for that is G. So if you click G, what will happen is it will either show a gradient tool or a paint bucket tool. We can click on the gradient tool. Now you would not have this blue here. I had done a setting earlier, which is why I'm having this blue here. So what we'll do is click on this. The gradient editor will open up. Now click on this blue square here. Double click on it, and the color picker will come. So move around and select some slightly blue color. You can also copy paste this hex number which is here 0C68B7 to get the exact color that I'm using. And then you can just copy and paste it here, or just type in your color picker and click OK. Now on the second, on the right hand side, there is another color square that is available. Double click on that and slightly move it to a lighter shade of blue. All right. Now click OK and click OK. Now we have selected the gradient. Now what you have to do is, from the center or maybe from here, draw a straight line towards the top and stop it here and leave the this thing. So you can see that a gradient has formed now. It is on the down, it is dark blue, and up it is light blue. If you are not happy with the result, you can always click Control Z and maybe reduce this time. So if you see, if I draw only a small line, then what will happen is it's a hard cut. It's the gradient, the layer of the colors are not very smooth. So what you have to do is you need a slightly the length of the line should be slightly longer, maybe something like this. So what will happen is the merging of the colors is a little more gradual in this. Okay, so this is the background. So now we are done with the background. Now there are multiple elements in this. There is a text, Utkarsh Yoga, Mede Yoga. There is online written in another font. There are these kids images. There is this cloud. There is a text, the date written on top of the cloud. There is our Art of Living logo. There are various benefits written down here. And you can see below the Utkarsh Yoga, you can see a shadow kind of thing. And this link is also in kind of a capsule kind of thing, right? We'll start off with, let's say Utkarsh Yoga. Now, selecting a font, on which font to use, all these things takes a lot of time, deciding on the perfect font. Excuse me. Now, what you have to do is, you will have to play around with different fonts to, reach at a particular font. What we can, after this session, me and Akshay will be posting the most common fonts that we use for, various purposes, like, Artex LDS and Happiness, whatever courses we have. So Art Excel would be a more funky kind of font, whereas DSN would be more, professional kind of font, things like that, right? So what, for writing Utkarsh Yoga, click on the type tool and click on the document and hit caps lock and then Utkarsh, click enter and then yoga. All right. Now the font is some weird font. Let me try to change that. I am going for Great Lakes NF and I'll change the color to white. I'm hitting OK. Now the size is also small. I'm slightly increasing the size. 150 pixels. It's not going above that. If you want to increase more than that, you can always type in this thing, the font size. Now I'm going to make it center aligned and now move this Utkarsh Yoga here. Let me just check the chat. Anita, that when you click the text icon, text tool, type tool, and then click on the image, it automatically creates a text layer. All right, you don't need to create another layer manually or anything. It will actually create automatically. All right. Now we have to right click. I am a little lazy person, which is why I'm not going to do the same thing again. Duplicating the layer and keeping it here. All right. Now click on the type tool again. Select this part and type Medha. All right. Now we have the text ready. All right. Now what we do is we'll put in online as well with another font. I'll repeat the same steps. Click T, type here online. Now you can see that this online is written in a different font. Basically, a designer wanted to grab attention to that online part, which is why it is written in a different font and a different color. So we'll try doing that same, with something we have in here. I'll just scroll down and see if I find something good. This is not good. Homemade apple. All right. I'm changing it to initial letter capital. I think it is a decent font, not bad. I'll just keep it on top. Click on the type tool and reduce the dimension to, let's say, 100 pixels. All right. Now I'm just keeping it on the left. Again, I'm clicking the type tool. The reason I'm clicking the type tool every time is when you move, when you click on the move tool, then the options are related to moving. Now, when you click on the type tool, you have the text related options available, such as the color, fonts, etc. Now I'm just selecting one of this color. Let's say yellow, it's a dark yellow. There is no bold category for this particular font, so I cannot make it bold. Maybe this particular, if you click on character and then click on this first P, this will make it bold from a Photoshop's functionality, as a Photoshop functionality. Now I'm again duplicating this layer and clicking on the move tool. I'm moving it right here. Okay. So you can actually type online happiness program as well and put your own text that you need. You can change the gradient that I've put in the background. You can change the dimension of the document. So right now I'm just working on something so that I can explain to you on the features which we are using on this. All right. Okay. Now comes the small shadow that is there below this. Below Utkarsh Yoga and Medha Yoga, we have a small shadow. So if you look closer, this is nothing but an ellipse. It's nothing but an ellipse in that color. Okay. Or yeah, I'll explain you how to do that. So how to take an ellipse is there is this rectangle tool. This is basically the shape tool. Right click and click on ellipse. Now draw an ellipse, below this. Okay. So you have drawn this in white color, change that to black. Okay. Don't worry about the color that we are going to use. We will have that covered. Now slightly, increase the dimension of that ellipse if you have not got it right. Okay. So now I have got the dimension correct for that ellipse. Now the color. So since this is black and below this is blue, I can simply reduce the opacity of the black, and you will see that it is merging into the blue and it is kind of becoming like a shadow. Okay. So if you decrease further, you will see that it will be shown as in a subtle manner, very subtle manner. So that is about the shadow thing. I'll just duplicate this layer and keep it under Medha Yoga as well. Okay. Now coming back here, we have the Art of Living logo. We have this cloud image that is there. So you might not have this cloud image ready. So what we can do is we can simply search on Google cloud PNG vector. So if you search this, what will happen is you can click on images. You will get a lot of cloud-like images which are in PNG, which are a vector. So I think I will use this this particular image, which is somewhat look-alike with that the one which we had there. Now I'm clicking on the download PNG option. Hopefully it gets downloaded soon. Okay, I can also right click and save image as and then save that. Okay, the cloud is now downloaded. Now what I can do is I can simply drag and drop the cloud on here. You can see that the cloud has come here, and I'm just simply scaling it up, clicking enter. Now I'm moving it to here. Now you can see that the color is actually blue, but what we need is maroon, or kind of purple or maroon. So for that, we will cover on the color overlay feature, which we discussed yesterday. For that, double click on the layer style. Double click on the layer and the layer style will open up. Click on color overlay and select the color that you want to be, you want the cloud to be overlaid with. So I am choosing somewhat a darker color. Okay, click OK. Now I'm scaling it up a little bit more so that my course information, the date and all can come inside that. Okay, that is done. Now I'm clicking type tool again. I'm, you can actually move the text later also. So you can type anywhere and then later place it on top of the cloud. What I'll type is, let's say 30 April. Okay. I'm just clicking and enter so that this comes here. I want to quickly change the font as well so that it looks a little more professional. All right. I am clicking on the move tool, and now let me just go to the chat window once. Use guides also. I cannot see any shapes in my command except the rectangle. Manjunath, you have to right click on the rectangle tool. Akshay has given me a suggestion to use guides. So when you start a document, it's always good to use guides. So for that, first click on view, click on rulers, make sure the ruler is enabled. Now drag from up and, place the guide on top. Similarly from the right, and have the guide here. I'm repeating the step so that this is kept so that we don't put anything beyond this border. This is just for our own sake, nothing else. Now click on this date, and we are moving it on top of here. You can also change the color to any other color. Let's say I'm keeping it white, and I'm keeping it center aligned. Okay, all right. So now that is done. Coming back, we have the Art of Living logo. I suggest you guys have the Art of Living logo PNG downloaded from the drive. I have few design elements which I use frequently. One of that is the Art of Living logo in black, in white, fully in white, all those things. So I will drag and drop this onto. So you use black or white based on the background. If it is a light background, you can use the, sorry, edit scale. I'm very much used to the Photoshop shortcut. Control T is basically for scaling it up or down. But in Photopea, uh, if I do Control T, Chrome will open a new browser. I mean, new tab. Now, coming back to the point, you can actually use a black Art of Living logo or a white border Art of Living logo. Make sure you use PNG, not the one with a white rectangle outside it. So if you use a PNG, you will have the result in your poster very much clearly distinguishable. It looks more professional as well. Now, okay. So there is children and teen also written. You can simply write it in the bottom, or there is children and teen logo that is directly available. I'll go to this particular capsule thing. For that, right click on the ellipse. Click rectangle. Draw the shape here. Okay, how to change the color of the sun rays and all those things, right? That will be you can actually have it downloaded and keep it ready. Editing that would be a tedious task. You don't need to do it every time. I can share that white border thing with you. For example, the one which I have white border is this one. You can see the white border, right? So if I was going to place the Art of Living logo, I were to place the logo on the bottom right, it is actually a dark background. So I would keep the white border logo. And if it is in the, a lighter background, I'll keep the, black border logo. Got it? Now coming back, I'm going to select this shape layer. Okay. Now for shape layer, click on this PRO properties. It's actually properties, short for properties. Now this is, if you increase this, you can see the corner of the rectangle is actually becoming like a circle. If I keep it 0, it is fully, a rectangle. If I increase the pixel here, then it becomes a rounded rectangle. Okay. Now I can also, now this keep aspect ratio is, sorry, same radii is ticked, which is why all of them changes their, what do you say, the radius together. If I untick that and change this, you can see only the top left corner changes. And if I, do this, only the bottom left corner changes. Okay. This is also something you can work around with. I'm going to change it all back to 0 right now. Click on same radii. So since we need a proper rounded rectangle, I'm going to click same radii and increase the pixel size. Again, you can, if this is black, you can simply decrease the opacity to make it a lighter, different variation of the blue. Or if you want a different color altogether so that you can highlight that particular place, click on layer styles and click on the color overlay. Change the option to, sorry, change the color to any color you would like to, mention. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to, now my next intention is to keep the registration link here. All right. So click on the type tool, tiny.cc/. Now you would notice that if the text layer was below the shape layer, you would not see the link which is written. So this, I think we had already covered it in yesterday's session. Those who had missed it, you can always go back and see the recording or the tutorial which is made. Now you have to make sure that the shape, the text layer is above the the shape layer. Now generally the links have an underline, so we can click on the character properties and then click this underline, so the underline will come. We can actually work around with a lot of these properties. This is italic. This is to make all the this thing capital. This is superstring, substring, strike through. All these options are there. Yeah, I think I'll just click shift and select both the layers and link both of them together, and then right click. I'm going to make it into a group. So for that, select both the layers, click on group. You can see that it has come into a single folder. Now I'm going to right click and duplicate. Okay. Now it has come as a duplicate folder. Now I can simply move the folder and keep it here, and the that particular the same work is done again. Okay. Now I think we have covered a cloud, we have covered text, we have covered fonts. This unlock your child's true potential. You can see a background here. This is basically the same as what we did with the rounded rectangle. The only thing is the scale of this particular on the top left corner is slightly bigger. So if I were to do it again, I would simply draw a rectangle here, click on the properties, change the radius. You can see that it would change, and then reduce the opacity down and click anywhere outside. Okay, you will see that that particular thing has come there. Let me just open the chat. Can text in an image be hyperlink that opens in browser on click? That is a very good question, Durgesh. It cannot be because JPEG is actually a compressed form of an image. For that, you will probably have to save it as a PDF, and you will have to open the PDF, and inside a PDF, you can always have hyperlinks. Okay, does that answer your question? Okay, cool. All right, now coming back, we have a few more things which we need to add, which is the kits actually. So these kits photos are actually individual PNG elements which you can always download from Google. So like I search for cloud PNG vector, change this cloud and search for kid doing yoga PNG vector. So you'll see that you will get a lot of options. Okay. I think I had taken this particular image downloaded. Even this particular image is already downloaded. So So you can, based on whichever image that you like, you can always select any of the image, but just make sure that it is PNG. If it is not PNG, what will happen is there will be a there will be a white border, white background coming onto that image. So the thing about PNG is that only this kid's image would be shown. So right now I have downloaded those kits image. Let me go to download section, and I'll open Photopea. I'll drag and drop onto this. You can see that the kits image has come here. I'll scale it down. I'll click enter, click on the move tool and bring it up. Okay. Now the kid's image is there. Like I told, there is no background in here because this is a PNG image. I'm hiding this since this looks odd. Okay. So likewise, we can do few more things, like maybe you guys can try it out. This particular cloud and all should be available online. How to make a cloud is actually, that is something, a core illustrator or somebody with very much experience on Photoshop only can do. For that, there is this tool called pen tool. I am also not much used to this. I hardly use it, but if you use this, you can actually make any shapes. If you are very much artistic, you can actually make any cloud from the scratch. You can simply draw the same, and you have that shape ready. As you can see, this shape is now made. So likewise, people on over the world have made different elements and made it available for us to use. So you can always go ahead and use it from Google. Yes, one more thing I want to point out is this small line. This is actually a small line. Even though it's a small line, this actually gives a separation for the contact number. It actually tells you that the contact number, separately highlights the contact number. For that, how you can simply use the rectangle tool, draw it on top or draw it on the bottom, and then decrease the width of the rectangle tool and change the fill to white. So what this will do is it will simply put a divider between in your poster. Okay, so that is also something that very useful. It's very useful. So right now it's 9:40. I just want to introduce on one more thing. After that, we'll have Q&A session. It's mostly theory on poster designing. So in poster designing, when you make a poster, what actually grabs your attention? When you see a new poster, what is it that grabs your attention? Can you just ping on the chat? Right, images, kits, colors, right, creativity, yes. So if you look at this Utkarsh Yoga, Medha Yoga, you will be seeing the kids doing yoga first. Very cute image, right? I mean, nobody is going to look at the contact number first as soon as they look at the poster, right? The background theme, right? It's very much correct. Tagline, it's true. So whatever is displayed, with higher font, bigger font, that will be seen by the person first, and that is going to grab their attention. So grabbing the attention is the first particular thing that you have to do when making poster. So you have to see what is that thing that you are doing which is grabbing the attention in this poster. So be clear on that. Bold letters, yes. Now the next aspect is interest. Creating the interest in a person is something different for different demographic. If it is a scientific background, scientific or logical people, you always have to put the what do you say, the statistics of Sudarshan Kriya, stuff like that onto the poster. For statistics of Sudarshan Kriya, since I was mentioning that, okay, So the statistics of Sudarshan Kriya, I have made a PNG myself, and I think it's not in PNG. I think it's in the useful images folder. You can see that the deep sleep increases. All these things are there. You can simply drag it and drop it onto the. I'll just download this. Okay, I'll just simply drag it and drop it onto the file. And click enter. Click enter. Now the color is not matching with the background, so you can double click on the layer, click on color overlay, change it to white, full white, and then click OK. You can see that the color has changed. So based on that, you can actually change almost anything that you want. So you have actually the research highlights of stress decreasing, depression decreasing, all those things. So what I was saying is grabbing the interest of a person. So depending on the demographic, it would be different on each poster. And then you create a desire in them. And the last thing is the action. The action is basically the contact number, the registration link, the timing of the program, etc. So if the standard thumb rule that I use is the date should be quite visible. The timing is not necessary to have, not necessary that you need to have the timing with same font size as the date. Even in this poster, you can see 21 to 23 April 2020 is actually written with a bigger font than 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. That is because once the person have the interest to do the program, they will find out where is the the date and timing and contact number. Hence you don't need to have the contact number, the timing, the link and all with super big fonts. Have a proportion, make sure that you don't add too many text into the Photoshop file. You don't add too much text into the poster, not cluttered with images. So as much subtle as possible, you can do that. Okay, now next thing is I had a couple of questions in here from Bandana. I think, what if there is any watermark behind the pic? Unfortunately, we cannot use any pictures which has watermark on it because the reason they kept a watermark is because they had a copyright thing. They don't want other people to use it. So so if you have a watermark, better to avoid that. You will always be able to find good images without watermark. That just take some time, but you will definitely able to find that. All right, coming down. Is it possible to change color of the kid's clothes? No. For that, if the actual editable of that kid's image was there with us, we could have changed. But if the PNG, if you have only the PNG file available, we will not be able to edit until or unless if it is like a black and white, we can always change. We can select it and change. But those are little more advanced level of functionalities. I'll keep that maybe after you guys practice for some time, and then we can take that. How to change layer background? Okay, okay. You wanted to know how to make that gradient once again. Yeah, I'll cover that once again. Do you have any AES drive folder with common pics that you use so we could download it? Yeah, we can share some of those, but always you can find a lot of stuff online. The problem if you go ahead with one link is that you will be stuck with those images alone. Something fresh will not come out of the poster. So you can, my suggestion is go ahead and search on your own, find some nice images which you can add to your poster. Any other question you guys have? Let me. Okay, you guys one by one you can unmute and actually ask the question.
Hi Ashik, I have a question. So you were saying that we cannot change the color of the kids' images. That's understandable. But then how could you change the color of the text where you were showing the statistics of the Sudarshan Kriya, like sleep or the well-being goes up by this much and sleep order disorder goes down by this much percentage? How was that possible then?
Right. So the reason because of that, the reason for that is this entire PNG's color is changing. It's not just one. It's not just the arrow marks color is changing. So the request is to change. If the request is to change the red to the orange color of this T-shirt to red, it is not a separate item. It is part of the single this thing. So what will happen if I do a color overlay is this. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah.
All right. So since that deep sleep increases, everything, everything comes together. You can change the color, all of it together. So it will not have any problem as such.
Got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ashik, this is Manjunath.
Yeah, Manju.
If I want to keep the color of a boy who is on the poster and the color of a cloud only and the Art of Link logo's color, and apart from that, I have to make everything black and white. So how to make it?
You want to make the background black and white?
Yeah, in case I have created this poster, the whole poster which I'm seeing on your screen right now, the one which is already available. So I take this poster, and if it is in a good resolution, only thing which I want to change here is I want to keep the color of Art of Link logo, and I want to keep the color of the boy who is sitting on the Utkarsh text. And apart from that, everything I want to make it black and white. So how can it be done? Like I want to remove all the colors. Only Art of Link and the boy's clothes color I want to keep it.
Okay, so for that, one way we can do that is, this is a little tedious task. That is, individually click on each layer, go to layer style, sorry, not layer style, image adjustment, and click on black and white and click OK. So what happened is this particular layer has become black and white. Now, this same activity will have to be carried on for each layers which are there on the this thing. I think what you are asking is some other advanced level of editing. You can search for tutorial of that on YouTube. Other than this method, I'm not aware. Actually, there are a lot of methods to do every single thing. So there might be some easier method that you can do. You can always search on YouTube and find a tutorial for that.
Okay, Ashik, thank you.
All right. Is there any tool which converts PNG, JPG to PST? Okay, it's PSD actually, and PNG, JPG to PSD. No, there is no tool which makes it PNG, JPG to PSD. I think what you're asking is basically you want to edit individual, again, the same question as Anita asked, if you want to change a particular color of the dress and stuff like that, right? Okay, coming back to the gradient, I'll just explain once again. I'll just remove all these things. Click on a new layer. There is a new layer which is created. Now go to the gradient tool. Click on the gradient and click on the square button, and you can actually change the starting. So basically what this says is what should be the starting color, what should be the ending color. And if you need any middle color also, that also is possible. I'll just tell that right now. So the starting color of this particular gradient, I'm just changing it to, let's say, red. And the ending color is blue. Now click OK, click OK. What you have to do is draw a line from bottom to top. And you will see that the background color has come. All right. So this is how you do the gradient thing. Another thing that which is very helpful is you can actually download background, such as, see, I just searched for background image. I just found a lot of background images. I can just simply keep this image in the background and it will itself give you an awesome poster. So I think I had downloaded it somewhere. Let me just try that to find that. Okay, I'll just download this once again. right click, save image, save, and then drag this on to here, expand the image. All right. So now you can see that the image is not is now not like a linear image. It is having kind of a dimension of that background. Does this look good?
Ashik, sorry to interrupt. Can you please tell it again? The thing which you said for the background.
Background, it's simple. You have to go to Google, search for background image.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I had just
abstract background images, which will actually give some more nice images which you can use. So if you were to select this background image, if I were to select this background image, I would place most of the stuff in the white area. So likewise, based on the background image, you can actually place each of the items in your poster. So if I select this particular background image, you already have some creatives and all those things in the background image. Now you just have to put in the details in the white section. So that is some easy life hack, design hack. Actually, I just want to show you one of the design which I made just now, like half an hour back, which is in Photoshop right now. Let me. Okay, this is a poster which I made right now, like the same background which I had used. This is a image which I got from Google, features images. All these are nothing but changing font size, color, all these things. So basically, if you know this, you can easily make a poster from the start. So any other questions?
Ashik, how you put this teachers images in this?
Okay. Yesterday I had explained how to mask an image, right? It is basically the same thing which I have used. Okay, how have you changed each teacher's border? So yesterday, I think I'll now shift to Photoshop for now, or even I can edit in Photopea itself. So yesterday we had put Gurudev's image inside a circle, right? So what I did is, I downloaded a paint stroke PNG. So like this, you will get a lot of PNGs in here. I think I have already downloaded it here, and let me just load it onto Photopea. Okay, I'm just loading it onto Photopea. Okay. Now, click. Now load any of Gurudev's image. Drag it and keep it there. All right. Now click Control and click on the icon of kind PNG layer. So you can see kind PNG layer. Click on Control plus, and then you can see that the layer is selected, right? So once the layer is selected, click on Gurudev's layer. And now click on the raster mask and unlink this layer mask. Click on Gurudev's image and edit, transform, scale. So I'm just linking it up and then click enter and then link both this mask and together this back again. So sorry, I think I have not done that. Okay. Okay, the background layer is actually shown right now. I'm just removing that. And now you have Gurudev's image not in the standard circle, square or anything. It's in a kind of like a paintbrush stroke format. This is another thing which you can use. With another 5 minutes we have, maybe one more question. Okay, now one more thing is you can always change the dimension anytime you want. Once you accidentally, if you gave a wrong dimension, if you want to change, you can do that by clicking on image, image size, and then you can change the dimension either proportionately. So if this link button is clicked, what it means is that if you click width, if you increase width, the height also will increase together with that. If you unlink that, only the width will get increased, and the height will not get increased. So that is about that. I think most of the things which is needed for making a poster is actually covered.
Just one thing, Ashik. Yeah, from yesterday's session, the poster had very nice graphics at the top left and the right bottom. Apart from the text and this and that, could you throw some light? How exactly do we do that?
Sorry,
Yes.
which one?
Yeah, yesterday's session, the poster we had made, like it was already existing poster and we were editing it.
Right.
And so there was on top left and right bottom, there were very nice graphics, I think. I don't know how exactly.
Okay. I got what you're trying to say. Let me try to open that.
Yeah.
File, open, online HP teachers. Okay, so you are talking about this
Yeah.
top left and bottom right, right?
Yeah.
So they are also basically images which you download from internet. You can just basically place it anywhere. It's all about searching and finding a good image which you can keep on your poster.
But what do you Google? Like, what is the keyword to search such kind of nice graphics?
One thing which I generally search is design elements, PNG. Can you see this?
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
So
great.
if you take this, you can actually put something in the center. You can put the dates in the center or something like that.
Yeah.
This can be used as a border.
Yeah.
So this is another graphic which you can use, top left and bottom right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is something which I generally Google and get the things. It's actually basically it's all hack. It's just a design hack. I don't know Photoshop fully. If you learn Photoshop fully, you will be able to do a hell lot of things in this. Actually, I just change text font size and make posters. That's it.
You are really good. Thank you so much for all this great
All right.
tips for the
Right.
beginners.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this joining into the session, guys. I think we have to sign off right now. Thank you once again for joining. We'll have this recording available by tomorrow. We will also make the tutorial like we made yesterday. If you have any doubt, you can again go back and check those tutorials. I think that's it for the session. You can if you have some feedback, like do you want more sessions on any of the topics, you can always contact us, and we'll try to make that for you. Like editing on phone or something, in whatever capacity is possible. Yeah. I think that's it for these 2 sessions. I hope you guys make a lot of new posters